Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about 10 things you should know before you color your hair. I feel like some of you are really interested in my colored hair journey, and I just want you to be informed before you embark on this journey so that you just don't make a rash decision. So these are the 10 things that I've summed up that I think you should know before you color your hair. So stay tuned. So number one is you have to do your research. What color do you want? How will it affect my color? How will I look on it? Please do your research before you actually color your hair. Don't just make a rash decision. And you can also use pictures to see, like pictures of people who've colored before, to see what color you would want and what color would look good on your skin tone. You can actually make wigs like I did here, so that you can actually see how this type of colored wig will look with me. You get what I mean? Like, try using colored braid extensions, colored wigs, to see how you are going to end up looking, so that you don't end up regretting. Number two, if your hair is weak, please do not color. If your hair is weak and it's experiencing a lot of shading and breakage, please, this is not for you. Don't color your hair yet. I say yet because you can actually work on your hair before you actually get it to a healthy state that can actually withstand the harsh process that is coloring. So make sure you give your hair time to get back full, strong, so that you can actually try the color. So don't do it. Color will just mess it up, like make it worse. Yes. Number three, you will need to come up with a healthy hair routine once you've colored your hair. Yeah, neglecting your hair is not an option. A healthy hair routine will include how you will moisturize, what products will you use to seal in the moisture, what oil will you use to seal in the moisture, what deep conditioner will you use. You just need a healthy routine. Do not neglect your hair. If you're going to be a lazy natural with this colored hair journey, then I'd advise that you keep off, because it would result to a lot of breakage if you neglect your hair. Number four is avoid hot water and heating tools. Anything with the word hot, heat, just avoid if you're going to embark on the colored hair journey. Why I say this is, as I explained on my blog sometime, and on some video that I'm going to link, the process of coloring your hair is really harsh and opens up your cuticles so that the new color can settle in. So it can be really harsh, especially if you take a long time with the color on your head, then it can result to damage. So because your cuticles were lifted for the color to settle in, anytime that you stretch your cuticles further, then you're going to also expose yourself to losing a lot of moisture on your hair, on your head, yeah, which will result to dryness. And that's why most people with colored hair experience a lot of dryness. So hot water is just going to make it worse. If you are afraid of cold water when you're washing your hair, like I am, please just use lukewarm water when you're washing, shampooing, conditioning, and then just before you apply your deep conditioner. But right after, I would advise that you use a cold water final rinse, which I normally use with apple cider vinegar, which I just use it because of shading, not because of my color. But cold water rinse will make that cuticle lay flat again and seal in all the goodies that your hair got from deep conditioning. So avoid hot water. It's just going to make your hair dry. And avoid heating tools like blow dry, flat irons. If you have to use them, then minimize the number of times that you use them, and also use a heat protectant, and also use low heat. I've actually blow dried my hair once. I think I have a video somewhere. Yeah, but I've actually done it once under low heat using the tension method. So heat, hot things, avoid. Run. Number five is that you are going to lose moisture faster. Like, if you used to moisturize your hair once, you might have to bump it up to 2 times. That's just because of the process that coloring entails, as I have explained. So losing moisture faster than usual is not uncommon. I now moisturize at least twice a day, so you're just going to invest in good moisture based products, good leave-in conditioners to boost the moisture up, a good oil, like I use a heavier oil like I use a heavier oil, shea butter, to actually seal in my moisture. So just invest in products that are going to help you, one, boost your amount of moisture and then seal it up. Number 6 is that you're going to have to change your braid extensions and clip-ins colors. In that you're going to have to find a braid extension that matches your hair, or if you're a lover of black, then this means it's not going to work anymore unless it beautifully blends with your color, which I don't think for me it will, because my hair is really bright. But you're just going to have to invest in colors that blend in with your braids. I really get stressed out when I'm thinking I need a protective style, then I'm like, okay, which color? Number 30 or another color maybe that I'm not used to. Maybe it will look good, but it just means that you're going to have to change your braid extensions. Yeah. Number 7, you have to know that colors fade. They write permanent, but they fade. They actually fade, especially reds. Reds fade the fastest. If you're gonna do red, maroon, burgundy, they're going to fade. If you have seen my hair journey, then you know before it was like a deep rich red-ish color, then transitioning, we are now here. We're just here. I hope you get the point. Colors fade, and this is really dependent on a number of factors: how often you wash, what products you use, using of heat is going to make them fade faster. So just remember that colors fade. Number 8, when you're doing your protective styles, you cannot stay with them for long. For long, I mean more than a month if you're stretching it, because of the constant need to moisturize your hair and to deep condition your hair. So if you're that person who likes staying with braids for more than 1 month, like 2-3 months, that means your hair might actually fall off if you deprive it of moisture. I don't know if braid sprays work, but it's just not advisable to stay with your hair in a protective style that includes braid extensions and weaves for too long. 9, I think, when it comes to again protective styles, is that you're going to have to avoid rough textured braids. Yes, like Afro kinkies. Those rough braids that are rough in texture are going to suck out the moisture out of your hair. Yeah, so if you love rough braids like those locks, faux locks, I don't think it would be advisable to do your hair with those braids, because they're going to suck out the moisture. That's just one thing that I was told, so I'm really keen not to actually do it, though I'm really tempted to do it. But you're going to have to avoid rough braids that are going to suck out your moisture out of your hair. Number 10 is that you're going to have frizzy hair sometimes. I know this is also dependent on the weather, blah blah blah, but you're going to have frizzy hair sometimes. I find that even though I do my twist outs and they come out very defined, they don't stay for long like that. But this is also dependent on the products you use, because if you use those ones with humectants like honey, then it's going to draw moisture towards you. But I've just discovered, because your cuticles because you lose hair, you lose moisture so fast also, and your cuticles are kind of opened, you're going to also experience frizziness, because your hair just wants moisture, so it might be only me, but if you have colored hair, do you experience frizziness often than usual? Because I say often because it's not every time, but you might experience frizzy hair. And that's just 10 things that I summed up that you really need to know before you color your hair. I just don't want you to make a misguided information thinking that the journey is easy. It's beautiful, yes, but it's not as easy as it looks, just because you kind of have to put in the time and effort to moisturize every time, because that's the thing that causes breakage if you don't moisturize. I hope you found this video very informative for you, and if you feel like you want to read more, please jump onto my blog, justmargie.com. There's an article there on 10 things you should actually know about coloring your hair before you do it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Subscribe, hit that notification bell on, guys, and let's be friends on Instagram. Sindio. Yeah, bye.